years for $220 million, and everybody be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Baseball numbers.
I'm gonna take Teddy. I don't think there's a quarterback that I wouldn't take besides
Winston and Baker.
Winston, Baker, maybe keep me away from. Actually, you know what? Yeah, Winston and Baker are my. I don't want that guy on my team. And Flacco. Winston, Baker, and Flacco. Those are my guys that you need to stay away from. But other than that, go get me a trade piece. Go get me a quarterback. He'll win me 10 to 12 games, and we'll go to the playoffs.
I mean, he had several winning seasons with Alex Smith, and I always view Alex Smith as a bottom half quarterback.
Exactly. I'm ready.
Yeah, so now you got something.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Now this kind of brings me to my point. I had a point I was thinking about that I think that quarterbacks, just the way the NFL is being played right now, with the rule changes over the past decade, less physical play, you can't hit the quarterback for nothing. I think that quarterback is less valuable than it ever has been.
Really?
I think quarterbacks are overrated right now.
So you think, how you're saying how running backs have become devalued over the time. That's how quarterbacks are now trending.
Right. So exactly. So running backs have become devalued because everybody's like, oh shoot, back in the day when you running back had to get 30 touches. Yeah. Like first you got to get a guy that can even sustain that.
Yeah, you got to get a guy that's big enough to handle that load.
And then for him to be that big and fast enough, and it lasts. There's so many factors for that to work out.
Definitely.
Now it's like, well, we're not getting running backs 30 touches unless you're Chris McCaffrey. Yeah. We're not doing 30 touches anymore for running backs.
Yeah.
So now it's like, are you a 15 touch guy?
Okay, yeah.
All of a sudden it's like, well, these 200-pound running backs, these 200-pound really fast juke.
They work.
Yeah, they work.
Yeah.
Get two of those guys, running backs are devalued. You just get two of those guys, pay them $2 million each, you're straight. You ain't got to pay a running back $12 million.
Yeah.
What I'm seeing with quarterbacks is that I'm seeing a lot of quarterbacks get injured. And when I first started watching football, if your quarterback got injured,
it was a death sentence.
Unless you were Andy Reid,
it was a death sentence.
Your shit was over.
Yeah.
That was the end.
Start prepping for next year.
Exactly. Unless Tom Brady's on the bench and you can somehow hold it together with this elite defense and he has this clutch gene, he can win any game in the fourth quarter.
Okay,
it's over. But now I'm seeing all these teams and it's like, Foles goes out, and I think a lot of people didn't even necessarily believe in Foles as a full-time quarterback.
No, he's a good backup,
right? And now they're saying his backup comes in. It's like, oh, this Minshew dude, this Minshew mania.
Yeah.
This dude's pretty good. And you see Cam Newton get injured. And when Cam Newton's playing, you're like, well, he sucks right now.
But he's their best option.
But also, he's their best option. This young guy comes in. Allen comes in.
He's not our best option.
He can't lose.
Yeah.
He can't lose.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, There's only been one epic collapse at backup quarterback. And that was in New York. The Jets.
Okay.
Sam Darnold's backup, Falk, I think his last name is. Yeah. That dude's trash.
Okay.
Eli Manning's backup comes in, kills it. Like everybody's backup.
Kind of killing it.
What do you mean?
Kind of killing it.
He's 2-0, right? 2-1. He lost to the Patriots.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's coming in, he's doing good.
Right, yeah.
So every backup, rookie quarterback, Kyler Murray, like he's not winning as many games as I think some people who would have wanted him to win off top. Mm-hmm. But people are seeing the bright spots. They're like, oh, this dude, okay, he's got something here.
All right.
And so I come from when I first watched football, rookies couldn't play.
Yeah.
If you brought in a rookie, you're basically saying, oh shit, we're punting on the season now.
Yeah.
Because the veteran couldn't cut it, we're bringing in a rookie.
Yeah.
Backups couldn't play, you're punting the season.
Yeah.
But now that's not the case at all. Like these teams are winning.
You still expect them to go out and win games.
You expect them to go out and win games.
And I don't know if that's a undervalued thing as much as it is that now motherfuckers are just better now.
I think it's a combination. The quarterbacks are better. Like, say you hear old quarterbacks say, hey, these guys are playing 7-on-7 when they're 7 years old.
Yeah.
And they're learning the passing game at a young level, at a level that I didn't even start picking up the game until I was in high school.
Yeah. I think Brett Favre said he didn't even know what the fuck a cover 3 was.
Yeah, right. I would say he said that in the pros, too. Yeah. So, yeah.
So, I think it's the players now are being sent out. The colleges are now a lot more extravagant with their play calling, with the way they run their offenses. I think you got to be a lot more smart. It's a lot more than just talent nowadays. It's you got to be a really smart motherfucker to play quarterback.
Absolutely.
On top of talent.
Yep.
And I think that how they separate starters and second stringers and third stringers now, maybe not third stringers as much, but second stringers is now, there's just, he's got this quality that I like a little bit more than this quality.
Yeah.
I don't think it's undervalued as much as I think it's, we've got 2 good quarterbacks. This was just slightly better.
But it's happening so much That's the running back issue. The running back issue is, hey, we got a great running back. This is our franchise running back. We're going to run him into the ground for 8 years, and we have to draft another running back in the first round. Now it's like, oh, we have a running back and another guy who's slightly not as good. This exact same thing is happening with quarterbacks. So
maybe the talent level is undervaluing the position.
Right. So I think I'll
go with that.
Yeah, I think starting quarterbacks are starting to be overrated. And I think that the last factor we haven't mentioned yet is that now you're starting to see the pro game mimic the college game.
Oh, yeah.
And you saw it a lot with RG3, where Shanahan was like, hey, this is my system. We're going to incorporate everything that he does. And you saw a lot of success. They go 10-6.
Yeah.
I think they won the division that year, either tied for it, go to the playoffs. And you're like, okay, this works out. Cam Newton, same thing. Goes to the Panthers. They've never had a quarterback that runs. They said, fuck it. We're running QB draws. We're QB off the tackle. Baltimore's done it. And so you're seeing all these guys bringing these college elements. And now it's kind of an extension of college. These quarterbacks aren't having to come in and learn this whole crazy new system. They're learning 75% of a new system, but they have 25% of what they're comfortable with in college. Yeah. And it's making the transition.
Which is now going to bring in the teams aren't going to be looking for their Peyton Mannings in the draft anymore. They're just going to be like, find me the best athlete possible.
And that's what college has been doing for years.
Yeah.
College has been putting
they've been living off of that.
5'8" guys at quarterback and just running the ball, you know?
They go find me the best athlete that can pass and can slightly read defenses and put him at fucking starter quarterback on my team. And you'll probably win. No. You'll probably win games.
And you know the hilarious thing about that is when I first started watching football too, if you're a quarterback, you kind of need to be about 6'4", 230. That was kind of prototypical size. Maybe 6'5", 230. That's what they wanted. And if you're anything smaller than that,
you were way too short.
You're a little too short. 6'3", that's about as short as we ever want a quarterback to be. And so now you see, like, there was only one quarterback that I'm aware of that came out in this draft that was 6'5", and he got mocked. And that was Daniel Jones.
Yeah, yeah.
He's 6'5", 230, and everybody's like, oh, they got the big guy looks like Eli Manning.
Yeah.
But
that's a prototypical.
Kyler Murray, they're just like, he's a little short, and I'm scared he can't see over the line, but we like this pick, you know.
And he really can't see over the line. I don't think he really can. I've watched multiple games, and I just don't think he can see. He's seeing their backs, is what he's seeing.
Dog, I watched this dude, not even on the field. I just watched him come out. He came out with Larry Fitzgerald. They kind of jogged out together. And I know how I told you Larry Fitzgerald. He's 6'3", like 225. And I see them side by side. I was like, that looks like his son.
Yeah, it looks like his kid.
Drew Brees doesn't look like somebody's son. Russell Wilson doesn't look like somebody's son. No. Kyler Murray looks like somebody's son.
He was beside their fucking offensive line calling plays. I'm like, oh, this man is literally at their belly button.
Yeah.
It's horrible. I don't think he can see.
Yeah, he can't even like get in the huddle, like sit in the bit. He's like, yo, everybody just sit down so I can see everybody eye to eye.
Everybody sit down, cross your legs. I got to call a play real quick. But yeah, I could see that. I could see that. The talent level is starting to make quarterbacks become less valued than they have been in the past.
I'm glad I could convince you.
You got me. I got you.
Okay.
We're teaming up right now. I like this. All right.
I like it. All right. So let's move on. I think it's going to be an interesting topic.
What you got?
What are the teams you think that are overrated and underrated? You got one team. One that's overrated and one that's underrated. Let's go overrated.
Overrated easily right now. I feel it's the Packers.
Packers are overrated.
Packers are overrated. I don't think they're anywhere near as good as the NFL at least. I'm the guy out here with the tinfoil hat. They're not good. I'm up on the mountain. Hey, they're bad.
I will say they should have lost this last game.
They should have. They got helped out mightily, I feel, with the reffing. We won't get into the officiating. Maybe we will. They sucked this past game, but whatever. I just don't see it. They beat the Bears the beginning of the season, sure.
Yeah.
They barely beat the Vikings. They beat the Broncos. They lost to the Eagles, and they beat the Cowboys and beat the Lions. Where do you feel like in that stretch that there was a solid team that you feel like, the Packers are real?
Dude, I feel like three of those teams that you just listed off are solid. So the Broncos I thought were coming along, but I guess they're not. They kind of got blown up last night. But the Cowboys, when they beat the Cowboys had just lost one game, I think. And they didn't beat them. They took them outside with a bat, put like a hood over their head, and just took them out to the woodshed, bro. Like, just fucked them up. Like, did them bad. 4 rushing touchdowns on them, like, with Aaron Jones. Nobody knew who Aaron Jones was before that. Other people that played fantasy. Like, they did them bad. Mm-hmm. The Bears. Are you saying the Bears are not a good team?
The Bears are a good team, but it was the first game of the season. What can you really go off of the first game of the
season? And I feel like the Packers looked out of sync in that first game.
They did. It was a bad game for both teams.
Yeah, and they still were able to pull it out. Yeah. So I feel like I feel like they did pretty good. And then the Vikings, I feel like the Vikings are legit.
The Vikings were still trying to figure out who they were. They didn't really know what they were doing at the time.
Yeah, and they're having some issues with Kirk Cousins, which I don't do. I've always felt that Kirk Cousins is not that good.
He's bamboozling people.
But no, see, I feel the opposite. I've always felt he's not that good.
You think
but
he is
they're
now?
treating him like he is the worst quarterback in the league. I'm just like,
He's not the worst.
We're gonna let him throw the ball 10 times. Like, what the? Who lets their quarterback throw 10 times?
He's not the worst, but I don't think he's very good.
I think he'd be right outside my top 10. He's a 13th best quarterback. I think
I'd have to look at it, but I'm not sure I'd even put him that high.
No.
But definitely the Packers. I'm just not sold. I think this is. I'd say Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback. He's definitely up there in the top guys. But I just don't feel like he can do enough to be able to overcome anything. Like without Devontae Adams, they have no good receivers,
and that really got shown.
Their receivers may catch a good ball every once in a blue moon, but other than that, they're not doing much.
Yeah, I feel
their
like
running backs can't catch. Aaron Jones showed us that. Their running
dropped that touchdown pass.
They're not. Their defense is hit and miss.
They are,
and I just don't feel like that's a recipe to say at 5-1 you shouldn't be like, oh, this team has a lot of deficiencies in their play. And I just feel like the NFL is just so enamored with Aaron Rodgers that they're just like, oh, go Pack, go. They're the second best team in the league. I'm not buying it. They're severely overrated.
I feel like your team and my team they're equals as far as how I'm going to break them down.
Okay, who you got?
I think my overrated team is the Packers. Not the Packers, the Patriots. I'm gonna say what you said.
So we got the Patriots.
It's the Patriots. I think it's the Patriots, man. The reason I feel like they're overrated is because they're undefeated right now.
Definitely.
Defense looks elite. Mm-hmm. And we won't be able to tell until they actually play some real competition. Mm-hmm. They look elite right now.
Yeah, definitely.
The weakness right now is their receiving core. And the funny thing is that going into the season,
nobody knew that would ever be an issue.
Dude, I heard this may be the best receiving core. When they got AB, they said this is the best receiving core. I'm online like, bro, how are you going to disrespect Randy Moss and Wes Welker? And I heard people like, oh, Julian Edelman's better than Wes Welker. Like, where? Where at?
Yeah.
Like, he made a couple catches in the Super Bowl. That's great. But
saying,
overall, like, it's not even a candle they be held to him. Wes Welker's had a 1,500-yard season before.
Yeah.
I think Julian Edelman's had like 2,000 yards. Like, fuck out of here with that shit. Anyway, Randy Moss. I mean, belly button catches and all.
Belly button catches.
Go belly button.
The best belly button.
I'm still putting, as great as AB has played, I'm still putting Randy Moss above AB.
Okay.
So it's like, I don't get how these are equals. And then Josh Gordon is a wild card, man. When Josh Gordon plays elite at times, I feel like he mostly plays elite. But this year, I mean, it's not looking so hot.
Yeah.
It's looking like he's average. So right now with their receiving core, you have Dorsett banged up. Mm-hmm. Deep threat, but banged up. Mm-hmm. You got Gordon, who seems like somehow he's not able to be the number one right now.
Definitely
I'm not sure what's going on with that.
He's probably a better number two.
Yeah, I've always felt he's a number one, but right now he's not showing it.
Yeah.
Edelman, dislocated chest, like
that damn chest.
he's still balling out. He's probably one of the toughest guys in the NFL. But
they got N'Keal Harry coming back, I believe, soon, but he can't play for 2 more weeks. But that's a rookie.
That's a rookie, man.
So we don't know what he's going to be doing out there. I don't think he was a top 3 receiver when he got injured. I don't think he was in their top 3, so he wasn't actually in their starting lineup. Right. So I mean, he might bully his way in there now because they ain't got nobody. But just
with the history with the Patriots and Tom Brady, I just don't believe a rookie's going to come in there and do anything. Like they're a team that gets somebody on the team, or especially when it comes to rookies on offense, get you in there, let you sit and simmer, learn the system, and then you come out and you emerge and you're pretty good. But I can't remember the last time a rookie receiver?
No, definitely not.
Wait, have they ever drafted a receiver that worked out like in the past 20 years? I'm thinking about this really.
I can't.
Because Wes Welker was a pickup from like Miami and the Chargers. You got Randy Moss was a pickup. Julian Edelman, they drafted, but they didn't play him for 4 years.
You know,
he was a quarterback.
Top receivers, I can't think of one that they were like, yo, the Patriots went out and got a stud wide receiver.
Yeah, no, I think they've never drafted at least in the past 20 years. I don't think they've drafted a receiver.
The Patriots use their draft picks so weird. I think that's why it's hard to tell who the fuck they've actually drafted and who they haven't. But yeah, I could definitely see it. Their offense is not good.
Not good, man.
Their defense is carrying them.
Yep.
And how long that's going to last, I got no idea.
Right. So that's what I'm thinking. I think if they meet up with another good defense, we saw what the Bills